Місто у Азовського моря з великим туристичним потенціалом.
A seaside city of greenery and art galleries and thriving industry. This version of Mariupol is now a memory. Today it is a black hole of fear and death where its citizens are fast becoming its diaspora. We've been to 3 countries to tell the story of the people of the city they left behind. 40,000 people have been deported from Mariupol. Dr. Viktor Soroka is one of them. His skills have never been so needed in the place he was forced to leave a few weeks ago. He made it here to Poland, but only just. This is his mother, who was taken with him into Russia. They were made to stay at a filtration camp filled with other Ukrainians moved from their homes. 600 miles from Ukraine, they were questioned for hours about their politics, their loyalties.
They gave you a food, and that's all. You can go out from that camp usually, and even if go where you have, for example, no documents, no money, and you sat there like a dog or a cat waiting for food the whole day.
He knows what came of his old hospital, but wonders what happened to the patients left behind.
There was actually those women after the delivery with a newborn, and they was constantly crying, and it's so terrible.
Since the start of the invasion, 20,000 civilians have been killed in Mariupol. Dima and Timur Plotnikov are among them.
Як умру, то поховайте мене на могилі серед степу широкого на вкрайній милі.
Timur learned to recite this poem because he was taught that these words matter. When I am dead, bury me in my beloved Ukraine, he says. He could not have known how meaningful the message would become. Here's the destruction close to the spot where the 14-year-old hid with his parents to survive, boiling snow for drinking water. They filmed it before their escape.
We were down in the basement. He woke up. It was the last night. He said, "Mom, I've had a prophetic dream. Believe in it. In 3 days' time, I'll be able to use the internet on my phone again."
Timur's mother was with them as they drove to apparent safety in a civilian convoy. But then an explosion and flames. She was injured trying to rescue Timur.
Я хватала его за руки, за запястья, чтобы вытянуть. Он был придавлен, эта машина, которая упала.
I grabbed his forearm to pull him out.
Которую взорвали, в которую попали. Поэтому я просто...
He'd been pushed to the ground by the car which had fallen on him. The car had exploded after being hit.
Я его обреку просто на вечные муки, я не знаю, что с ним. Я просто...
I realized that I couldn't pull him out, and even if I could, he would be suffering for the rest of his life. I stopped. I looked while he was screaming. I just asked God to take him soon. He stopped feeling the pain at that moment.
Their family believed they were targeted. Targeted because they were civilians, because they were trying to leave.
He did not fulfill his plans or dreams for his life. That's why I believe they should be punished.
Я верю, что наказание на них будет.
Hundreds of thousands have managed to escape the siege of the city, including Gusein Abdullayev. He's from Azerbaijan, but he came to Mariupol to study. He loved it here, the drama theatre especially, but it would become his shelter when the Russians came here too. Gusein tried to escape but was captured by Chechen fighters. He was forced to make a false statement to say he was a Ukrainian fighter, and he was tortured.
They started to beat me brutally. I was trying to curl up, but it still hurt me very much. They said, "Tell the truth." I said, "I am telling the truth. I'm a student." Then they brought in the electricity. They wrapped the end of the wire around my big toe and squeezed it, and said again, "Will you tell us the truth?"
He saw suspected Azov fighters being taken into another room.
They took them all to the torture room. I could hear all of them screaming. They took someone from the room right in front of ours and brought him into the torture room. We knew because we could hear everything, and I heard dreadful screaming. And then I heard 3 gunshots. Bang, bang, bang. And they didn't bring the man back to his room.
But a few hundred miles away, a friend was negotiating over the phone for his release.
Можно его как-то вот в Запорожье отправить, я его приду, встречу в Запорожье.
Eventually, success. The captors let him go, but only because it was the holy month of Ramadan. After 26 days, he was free, except there is no freedom. Not when home is this. Rohit Katru, ITV News in Ukraine.